Welcome back. A warm welcome to you. So in this video we will see how to calculate the angle between two intersecting lines. So we know that if the lines are parallel to each other, their slopes are equal, that is m1 equal to m2. And if the lines are perpendicular to each other, we know the formula m1 m2 equal to minus 1. Okay. Now we want to find out the angle between two lines, and also let's remember that m1 or m2 slope is nothing but delta y by delta x, nothing but the tangent of the angle or the inclination of the angle, right? So the tangent of the angle theta is measured in positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction, right? Okay. Now let's do this intuitively first. After that we will do formally also. Let me go for the intuitive way and see whether we can find out any formula for this with whatever the knowledge we have. Right. Now I know if the lines are parallel, oops. What I know is if lines are parallel, I know that theta equal to 0, which implies tan theta equal to 0, which gives me m1 minus m2 equal to 0, right? Tan theta minus 0, which is nothing but equal to m1 minus m2. Got it, right? What I tried to do? See here, when they are parallel, we know m1 equal to m2. That means m1 minus m2 should be equal to 0. Now let's take the another case when they are perpendicular to each other. When they are perpendicular to each other, theta equal to 90 degrees, right? This theta, whatever we are talking about. So that gives me tan 90 is undefined. Tan 90 is undefined. So what I will do? I will go for cot 90. What is cot 90? Nothing but 1 by tan 90, and it should be equal to 0, right? What is the condition for perpendicular lines? m1 m2 equal to minus 1. That means 1 by m1 plus 1 by m1 m2 plus 1, right? Because we are looking for cot 90. So the formula should be, for 0 it should satisfy m1 minus m2. For 90 degrees it should satisfy 1 plus m1 m2. So the tan theta is, that is the form of the tan theta. Are you with me? Let me repeat that. See here, we know if the slopes are parallel, m1 equal to, lines are parallel, slopes are same, m1 equal to m2. So my tan of angle should be 0. That means m1 minus m2 should be there at the top of my formula. Similarly, if it is 90 degrees, it's undefined, but I go for cot 90, 1 by tan 90. Cot 90 should be 0, right? Whenever I go cot of this comes at the top. It becomes m1 plus m2, sorry, m1 m2 plus 1 by m1 minus m2. That should be 0. That means my condition m1 m2 minus 1. So from that I derive m1 m2 plus 1. So this should be the formula. See, we don't know what exactly is the formula, but we know one thing. Whatever the formula we derive, that should satisfy both for theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90. So by that we are able to find that. Okay, there is another way of formally doing it. This is just by intuition, right? See here, if you look at the triangle ABC, exterior angle theta 1 is equal to sum of two interior angles, theta plus theta 2. That gives me theta is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2. If I apply tan on both sides, this becomes tan of theta 1 minus theta 2. And you know the formula for tan of A minus B, right? Tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. So this becomes tan of theta 1 minus tan of theta 2 by 1 plus tan theta 1 theta 2. That is nothing but equal to whatever we have derived, m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2, right? Okay. Now suppose you have been given the equation with you have been given the equation like this, right? A1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, right? In these conditions, how to do that? Okay, in these conditions, how to find out the equation of finding the angle between the two lines, right? Now see here, if I just go here this side, I'll just utilize this space. I'll just utilize this space, right? You can do this calculation, but this is what you will see. If tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2, then with simple calculation you can show that sin theta equal to m1 minus m2 by square root of 1 plus m1 square into square root of 1 plus m2 square. Now what will be the cos theta? If tan theta sin theta is this, then what will be the cos theta? I will erase tan theta so that I can put the cos theta, because we are going to use the cos theta. What will be the value of cos theta is cos theta is equal to m1 m2 plus 1 by square root of 1 plus m1 square into 1 plus m2 square. Okay. Now why I have given that? Because we are going to utilize that. Generally we give angle between the lines when you are saying in terms of coefficients, right? Not in terms of slopes. Because you have been given these two lines, you don't want to end up calculating the slope, then apply in this formula, right? So how we want to do this now? We want to do it in this way. Cos theta is equal to, what is the formula we found? m1 m2 plus 1 by square root of 1 plus m1 square into square root of 1 plus m2 square. Now for that I should know m1 m2's. What is m1 here? a1 b1y equal to minus a1x. So that is m1 is minus a1 by b1. m1 is minus a1 by b1. And what is m2? b2y equal to minus a2, right? So this becomes minus a2 by b2. m2 is equal to minus of a2 by b2. So these are nothing but your m1 m2 values. Now let's come back. We'll substitute that. This becomes a1 a2 by b1 b2 plus 1 by square root of 1 plus a1 square by b1 square into 1 plus a2 square by b2 square. If this is not clear, I'll erase this. This is a1 square by b1 square, right? This is nothing but equivalent to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by square root of a1 square plus b1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square. That is nothing but the form. That is nothing but the value whenever you want to say it in terms of cos theta. So what we have found here, tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Also cos theta is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by square root of a1 square plus b1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square. This is what we have found with respect to the angle between two lines. So we'll be using this tan theta formula whenever you have been given slopes. You'll be using this formula when you have been given them in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. We'll do some more examples in the coming video on this, but just want to cover this angle between two intersecting lines, right? Let me just summarize. I'll take only couple of minutes, I promise you, right? Okay. If the lines are parallel, m1 equal to m2, perpendicular, m1 m2 equal to -1. Product of them should be -1. Now suppose if they are making an angle, how to find out the angle? So we just took this and we were able to derive from that theta 1 is equal to theta plus theta 2, because exterior angle is nothing but sum of remaining two interior angles. From there we were able to find out the formula m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Suppose instead of slopes being given, you have been given the straight lines in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 and a2x plus b2y plus c2. What we did, whatever the tan theta formula we found, for that we found the counterparts of sin theta and cos theta. Now we have substituted the cos theta formula here and we were able to find out that the formula is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by square root of a1 square plus b1 square into a2 square plus b2 square. We'll do more problems on this. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.